Hey, I'm Easy Joeing. Change is happening all the time. Embrace it and you'll be free. Everyone knows change. Night changes into day, sleepy changes with coffee. Many changes are positive. New job, completed goals, fresh jar of Vegemite. But when the car breaks down, Wi-Fi drops out, favourite clothes tear, or packages are delayed, you might feel like you're the victim of change. And this is just for external things. Some people, not you probably, get very sensitive when their bodies change with age. Grey hairs, wrinkles, decaying teeth. From newborn babies, changing to gravestones. We know that change exists, but we like some changes and dislike others. Now, this understanding of change is probably making you miserable because you've artificially divided change into warring parties. Change I like and change I don't like. But change is happening to everything, all around us, all the time. Everything we do, see, think has changed from something to exist as this moment and will naturally change to continue existing. Not one thing in the entire universe is ever set in place for even one moment. Once you accept the never-ending change, you realize that human life, all life, is continual change. There is no life without change. Without change, how could you have grown from an infant? How could you have ever been born? So we need change to be alive. The more rigorous and methodical your application of this idea, the stronger it gets. The coffee that we drink that changes our energy levels has changed from a seed into a plant. That plant changed by growing to produce the bean. The bean changes because you pick, roast, and grind it. It changes as you brew it into coffee. It changes again as you digest it, converting it into energy. It changes again as you run to the toilet 10 minutes later. So why do you react negatively to some changes, the thing that makes life what it is? You might be afraid of some changes, like losing something, aging, or death, or just simply hostile to change when it doesn't suit your own me and my interests. Now, you are afraid or hostile because you identify with an individual-centric identity, one that craves control. When you don't find a situation that you don't like, you want it to change straight away. But when you find something pleasant, you don't want it to change. There's an endless flow of change called life, and you want to pause it because it suits your narrow view, because you desire control for your world. Now, this can't happen. That view, that control is an illusion. So instead of rejoicing some changes and fighting against others, you can accept that all things are continually changing as a fact of life. You can't ever expect that anything will last, preserve, or stay the same. Once I understood this inevitability of change, I quickly saw how trying to control change is as exhausting as it is fruitless. So I changed. I gradually stopped holding fixed views about what I want and don't want to change. I stopped pretending that I knew what was occurring when something in my life changed. I reminded myself that for my life to exist, it had to feature amidst constant, unknowable changing. You can start this right now. Actively expect change constantly, literally constantly. Once you expect everything in life to change, you won't be disappointed when something goes away, breaks, or wears out. You accept it unconditionally. Like you accept water being wet or fire being hot. Your awareness swiftly and naturally stops craving control over the countless ways that countless things are changing. This is living well, in harmony with the naturally changing world. Of course, we are an influencer of change. We do cause things to happen. We have a will that we can use. But now you move alongside all the change that you could never control. You embrace the countless ways it presents itself, rather than insist dominance over everything, so life always goes my way. With enough reminding and practice, this knowledge about change becomes habitual. It becomes part of your psyche. Embracing this moving, constant life is a freedom from change ever sneaking up and hurting you. Rather than fighting the momentum of change, we sail with it. If you're ready to change your relationship to change, press like, share with a friend who needs it, and comment your thoughts below. Thank you for watching, and go easy. You could say that everything is only ever in one constant state, of not being in any constant state.